Is cardio a complete waste of time, or is it the secret Konami cheat code to better gains, better fat loss, improved recovery, and just overall health? So when you're out playing with your kids or fighting bosses IRL, you have that super buff stamina bar. The last thing you want is you want to be dodge rolling that boss's attack. Maybe you're late for work and your boss is like, "Whoa, fucking get to work." And you're like, "Oh, damn." You don't want that stamina bar depleting too quickly before you get to your office cubicle and get ready to start your day. So whether you're grinding for strength or trying to get buff for your next cosplay, cardio could be a game changer for your gains. But if you do it wrong, not so good. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Max Mode Fitness. My name is Coach Andrew, an online coach helping gamers get in shape without sacrificing game time. And we're going to talk about the age-old question: is cardio killing your gains? And the short answer is, it depends. Like anything, if you do it wrong, it's not good. But I'm telling you, if you incorporate it in the right way, in the right doses, oh, mwah, chef's kiss. It's very good. So what is cardio? Cardio is basically any activity that ranges upwards, usually of 10 minutes plus, where we get to tap into the cardiovascular system. Sounds fancy, doesn't it? Basically long bouts of sustained effort that elevates your heart rate to a certain point, generally tapping into the aerobic energy system. It doesn't really matter what you're doing. It could be long duration runs, it could be circuit training, it could be shadow boxing. It doesn't really matter. As long as the heart rate gets elevated and you're doing long bouts of aerobic training, we're tapping into that cardio goodness. So what are the main complaints? Why do people think that cardio is a waste of time? And the biggest misconception is that cardio kills your gains. And let me tell you, could not be further from the truth. I would even come as far to say as cardio is going to improve and enhance all your potential gains. Like all of them. When you have a strong aerobic base, we are increasing the body's potential to circulate blood and energy and oxygen throughout the body. And what that's gonna do is it's not only going to allow us to perform better during our workouts, but it will also improve recovery in between sets and after your workouts. But here's the thing. You don't want to train like an endurance athlete. You don't want to go running every single day because that's actually going to kill your gains. That's the no comprende. Think of it like medicine. The right dose is going to do wonders for you. It's going to put you back into optimum health. But if you have too much or you do the wrong stuff, it's no good. It's going to do more harm than good, and you're going to end up going 3 steps backwards, 1 step forward. Some people like to say that cardio doesn't burn fat. It's like anything else, it's just a tool. Cardio burns calories, just like walking, just like any other kind of activity. And if we use the tool effectively, along with like a proper diet and calorie counting and all that good stuff, that is gonna give us the best results in terms of like weight loss or just like getting the physique or the body that you want. It's literally an IRL stamina bar. Stamina itself is not gonna win you fights, but it sure as hell helps. And honestly, the last complaint that I get is that it can be pretty boring. And let me tell you, this is where anime or Twitch streaming or all that kind of good stuff, even podcasts, that all comes into play. The amount of times I go for my run, I'm going for my run tomorrow, and I've caught up with everything on my YouTube playlist, so I guess I'm watching more Black Clover, or maybe I'll just jump into a Twitch stream. Doesn't matter. All that matters is that I have something to occupy myself, because if I'm bored out of my brain, I'm not gonna do it. That's the beauty of treadmills. So when is cardio bad? We've already spoken about overdosing on cardio, where I think 2 to 3 times a week of 30 minutes on average, for me personally, is the sweet spot. But everybody's different. You need to find what works for you. And I think that's a kind of a general consensus, because you don't want it to interfere with your other training, you want it to complement it. And if you do more than that, we're basically just overtraining. We're getting in the way of everything else. So if we do too much cardio, your body will think this is the priority. It will not only burn away fat and all your carbohydrates and all that kind of stuff, it'll start burning away your muscle. And we do not want that. We want to keep the muscle. That's what looks good. The other negative about cardio is some people use it as like a punishment. They're like, oh, I had that ice cream cake, so now I have to go run for 20 minutes. And you don't want that. You never really want to associate something negative like that with your exercise. It's got to be a positive. You want to run or you want to do cardio for all the benefits. You want to do it so that you feel good afterwards. You want to do it so you can hang around and keep up with your kids without puffing out. You want to do it so you can climb the stairs because the lift's down and you don't want to be the one halfway up puffing and gassing out and dreading your existence. If you link cardio with something negative like burning calories as punishment, you're creating like a toxic cycle, and it's not good. You do not want that at all. So how do we program cardio for the most effective results possible? And that really comes down to a few key factors. What cardio do you enjoy the most? Some people enjoy running. Some people enjoy boxing. Boxing is a fantastic way of cardio. Jiu-jitsu. Maybe you want to do more higher intensity, shorter duration things like high intensity interval circuits, like stuff like CrossFit. It's all good. It all taps into some form of cardiovascular activity. But like I said before, you want to do maybe 2 to 3 times a week in between your strength training days. Some people do a strength day and then a conditioning day, and then a strength day and then a conditioning day. Conditioning is just like a fancy way of saying cardio. Conditioning is basically like tapping into more specific energy systems instead of just specifically aerobic and cardio. That's the good stuff. I will talk your face off about that. That's when you get into like explosive work and stuff. Anyway, in terms of cardio, we want to do 2 to 3 times a week in between your weight days. Me personally, I enjoy doing 25 to 30 minute runs, like a cheeky little 5K. Nothing too strenuous, more zone 2 stuff. That way I'm getting everything working. I'm treating it like an active recovery. I'm not busting my balls in between my strength days where I need the effort, where the effort is the most valuable. I'm using the cardio as a way to, once again, supplement that. I'm making it better. I'm using it as a way to keep my body active, keep my body recovering. And let me tell you, sometimes it's a little bit hard to do. Like I did RDLs this morning and I got my run tomorrow. Maybe I'm probably gonna feel that. It's probably gonna suck. But if I push through that, generally I come out of it feeling pretty good, and I always feel recovered. I always feel good afterwards. And that's kind of what we're trying to elicit. We're trying to elicit that active recovery. That increased blood flow is going to help oxygenate our muscles and help everything just get repaired with like circulating all the vitamins and the nutrients and all the goodness to where it needs to go. But like I said before, I really highly rate some kind of martial arts as a form of high intensity intervals, whether you go into Muay Thai boxing and doing rounds on the bags, where you're doing jiu-jitsu and you're doing rounds with people. That's a different beast, but let me tell you, when you get used to that, you feel like a monster. And then you find those bosses, the ones that got you before, and you get them. Now the trick as well with programming cardio is we need to really figure out what your goals are. If you're just trying to lose weight, then we need to be like, okay, what kind of cardio can we do that doesn't interfere with our resistance training and that we can use with our diet to create a more easily attainable and sustainable calorie deficit? Because that's kind of what it's about. When you're trying to lose weight, when you're trying to lose fat, it's literally about calories in, calories out. We can use all these other things as tools to supplement that, but that's pretty much what it's about. If you're trying to build muscle, you could dial back the cardio, maybe do 1 or 2 times a week, scale back the intensity, maybe keep an RPE of maybe like 5 at most. But I wouldn't give it up completely, because I'm telling you, increased cardiovascular health is going to improve your gains. I don't know how much I got to say that. So what have we learned today? Is cardio a waste of time? No, it's actually amazing if used correctly. And that's kind of the key point here. You got to use it properly, you got to program it properly, you need to know what your training goals are, how best to achieve them, and use cardio in a way that supplements your existing training or the training that you're going to move into. For example, the Rematch Victory Conditioning Program that I designed, it is a 3-day conjugate method, full body split. But if you incorporate bouts of cardio on those off days, you're gonna have amazing gains. I'm telling you, it's a good program. I'm running it myself right now. I'm having a great time. It's good. If you wanna check out that video, it's right here. By the way, subscribe for some more goodness. If you want a free 4-week beginner program, link is in the Discord. Join the Fit Gaming community, and I will see you on the next one. Get your cardio in.